Hello, this is Taylor Weldon. I'm the creative director of Carryology, and today we're in our Carryology Gallatin Mountain Range, Montana ranch. Today I'm excited to show you our Bellroy by Carryology tech kit and how I pack it out. Let's do this thing. So, we have a water resistant zipper here, which I love. And of course, that orange pop interior. Right there's our little logos. I have it kind of organized into two different camps here, if you will. One is kind of like a survival essentials kind of stuff. And the other is my tech and charging and batteries and stuff like that. Let's see which one. I think I'm more excited to start with the electronics because it's all on one side. Right here I have my Anker battery power charger kit. And this thing is magnetic. It'll go right to the back of my iPhone. It's pretty cool, pretty simple. It's 5,000 millihertz. I don't really know how they measure stuff. Next up, we have the Anker wall plug adapter, double USB-Cs. This took me a little while, but I switched everything over to double USB-Cs. We'll see why that is important in a second here. That goes right in the back here. And then I have, this is my favorite travel adapter. I've used tons of these. It's so cheap. It's gotta be like under 15 bucks. But it's called Road Warrior. It's from Japan, I believe. And it's like Legos, Transformers. They basically works on every single plug in the entire world. That just fits. It's really slim. Goes in the back here. Of course, I have AirPods Pros, so then I don't have to bring the ones that I have at home. I have the Bellroy case on top of these. This is just great to have, no matter what. Pop that in the back. Now this is from some company called AINOPE. I found it on Amazon. Double USB-C. It's for a car cigarette lighter adapter. So whenever I'm traveling, I always have power on the go. Now this is kind of a little techie, neat thing here. This is a Leef 64 gigabyte thumb drive, and I have it stored, nested in a USB-A to USB-C converter here. That just goes right in the middle there. And this is called AirFly. I just learned about this here. Now I have the AirPod Pros, and as you notice on the AirPod Pros, there's no wire on them. So when I get on the plane, I can't plug my headphones into the plane and watch a movie on a 16-hour flight. So this will actually pair with my AirPod Pros. I just plug this in the back of the entertainment thing on the back of an airplane and I'm good to go. I actually didn't know it existed and I was really stoked. And it's affordable too. Now, actually, I switched over to the Apple OEM cables, but what is cool about them is, again, I have all USB-C plugs and adapters, but I got these little dongle things here, and this will be listed in the description and the comments below. This kind of keeps your little adapter on the USB-C. So now if I'm in an airplane and they only have USB-A, I can convert it over and just, it also keeps the cables nice and tightly wrapped. But keep that on right here. And this is the same situation with the adapter, and it's USB-C to USB-C. So this is like kind of for my iPad Pro, if I decide to bring it for that trip. Has all the electronic stuff all sorted in my kit right here. And now I have these little pods here. This is the Prometheus Design Works, I think it's called a R.A.P pod, and they're made out of silicone. They're really pretty cool. You can attach webbing on here and then attach them to Molly kind of Pals webbing. Inside of this one here, the orange one, show you all the little items. This is a super glue kit, a super glue tube, just in case you have to like super glue the heel back on your boot or something like that. Wrapped it in Gorilla Tape, about 1 meter's worth. I have 3 zip ties here, because zip ties are the coolest things ever and they save your life. And then I have a whole bunch of Dyneema cord wrapped around a paper clip. This is super helpful. I've had to make a clothing line or washing line out of it before, out in the Philippines, and who knows what you're gonna need that for. It comes in handy in a pinch for like thread. So what I do is I put that one here, and then I have this one, the black one. I got this from CountyComm. This is just a little Delrin battery locker cell vault with a AAA Energizer battery in there. That's on one side over here. And then I have this wild little keychain here. All titanium everything. Remember that. All titanium everything. Titanium split key ring. A little Night Eyes carabiner on here. A backup house key. Handcuff key. Don't worry about that. And then I have a Gerber Shard kind of multi-tool. This thing, you know, strips wires. It has a bottle opener, has a little screwdriver on it. It's helpful. I have a Vargo titanium emergency whistle. Then I have this pretty cool, it's a, I don't know how to say it, Celio? I don't know. But this is also titanium, and it's a pill vault storage. There's some cotton in there, but there's actually Altoids in here. So I keep that all in here, a little emergency keychain kit. Pop it on this side. As far as writing instruments, Sharpie, you can write on anything. I have the dual tip version. If have to do some fine work. And then obviously the big tip we're all familiar with. And I'll slide that right there in the middle. Bam. And for the other writing instrument, this is the Big Idea Designs by Carryology mini version of our bolt pen. And there's a space pen cartridge in here, so I can write on basically anything. And I keep that one right here. And this is pretty cool. This is an Exotac, they call it a fireSLEEVE, but you can put this on your lighter and it will keep it waterproof, and it also keeps it lit with this little fancy handy little sleeve thing. You never know when you might need fire, so I keep that in there all times. Keep that on the left side. And now I have one of our Carryology Global Expedition Project patches, just in case I want to put that anywhere cool in the world and mark down the GPS coordinates. Keep that one in the back here. And then since I have those writing instruments, I have some field notes. This is the Expedition series, so you can actually write on this in the rain. And in the back of that, I keep some tenacious tape in case one of my Gore-Tex layers rips. And I keep that with the patch back here. And then there's only one more thing, but I can't really show that to you, so I'm not really gonna show that to you. I can't really talk about that, but that goes here. And that is everything that I carry in my tech kit right there. Ready to go anywhere in the world.